So guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be chatting about the 83 rated in-form Alisson player. Now, in my Team of the Week predictions, I called this guy Plea, but after looking up some YouTube videos, most commentators called this guy Player, so that's what I'm going to call him from now on. Anyway guys, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on this card. If you want to see another review out tonight, leave a like on the video, and if this video does well, I'll get another player review out later on tonight, so do look out for that on the channel. Okay, so now let's take a look at this 83 rated card. Now before you all say anything, yes, I know I overpaid. I bought this guy at 6:05 to get this review out for you guys as soon as possible, so that meant I had to pay a premium. Anyway, a player has a 3-star weak foot, which is a bit of a shame, but he does have 4-star skill moves, which is nice. In-game stats wise, he actually has some really good attributes for an 83 rated player. 85 finishing, 87 long shots and 86 positioning are the standouts in the shooting section. He's got decent strength of 80 and pretty good balance of 82. Overall, attribute wise, this guy doesn't really have any standout terrible stats other than penalties. Anyway, forget the numbers, let's talk about in-game performance. Early on, one of the first things I noticed about this guy was his run making. He naturally gets into space a lot and he's regularly pushing forward, so straight off the bat, there is a positive. I do have to say though, this guy didn't feel as quick as I expected him to. Off the ball, he's alright, but on the ball, he feels a bit sluggish. He doesn't seem to have the same acceleration when running with possession. Physically, I found player to be a bit hit and miss in the strength department. There were some occasions where he was outstrengthed by players like Bellerin, and there were some other occasions where he'd run straight through players like Valencia, so I found his strength to be a bit hit and miss. Even when this guy was knocked off the ball, he normally stayed on his feet due to his balance. Stamina wise, I had no issues with this guy. He was good for the full 90 minutes. When it comes to scoring goals, this guy is definitely capable of putting the ball in the back of the net if given space. This guy has the weapons in his locker to punish opponents. He's a huge threat from distance, his shots are powerful, and he's also capable of pulling off long distance finesse shots. One thing I will say though, is that on some occasions, he can be a bit slow to react. You'll press shoot and instead of taking off the shot instantly, he'll take an extra touch, which was a bit frustrating in some situations. Player is also a threat with his head. Coming off the wing, he will win plenty of aerial battles against fullbacks, and overall, I have to say, for an 83 rated card, his shooting's great. I just wish he was a bit more consistent with his shooting speed, but yeah, he wasn't, which is a bit of a shame. Do remember though, when shooting with this guy, to use his stronger right foot, because his left foot, that 3-star weak foot, isn't great for taking off shots with. Passing wise, the crossing on his right foot was good, so you might want to cut back when trying to cross with this guy. His short and long passing were nothing special. They were good, but you know, nothing crazy. You have got to remember that in FIFA, this guy originally is a striker, so his passing stats aren't too great. His dribbling was alright. Like I said earlier, he felt a bit sluggish in possession. He's not one of them wingers that you want to be running with regularly with the ball. He's the kind of winger that you want to be making runs in behind, getting into space, and to be taking chances when they are presented. Anyway, let's get into the summary. Overall, I've got to say, I was pretty happy with this guy. It's a solid left-wing option for French and Bundesliga teams. His shooting for an 83 rated card is great, but he doesn't really excel in many other areas. So would I use this card over someone like Martial? Probably not. Would I use him over someone like Kingsley Coman? Maybe. Coman's definitely quicker and better when it comes to dribbling, but player is much better at putting the ball in the back of the net. This is definitely a card that should be used as a left forward. Overall, do I think he's worth picking up? At his current price, I'll say no. But this guy will drop, and I think he will be about 20 to 30k in a week's time. And at that price, I think he's worth trying out. It's a good card, but it's not an amazing one. I didn't feel like this card played as well as its stats suggested. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the brand new 83 rated player. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like on it, comment below your thoughts, subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.